Okay. Now, data objects, these are memory locations, and whatever data objects that are predefined, we'll discuss that too, and custom defined, we'll also discuss those uh, objects as well. No, let's, because this lecture is a little bit extended, it's a bit longer, so we have to actually get through it. So we actually need them to access them across the landscape, and programs use these. And there are three types of data objects and data types. User defined, that start with types, and anything that occupies a memory or locks a memory is a data object. And anything that starts with data is a keyword, and it becomes a variable. And variables actually store one value at a time. Okay. So let's go over this program. Okay. SC38. Okay. ZT74 data object. Save. Look, object. Okay, we go over this program. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, TY user type N, decimals 2, type C, days type I, type string, data first name type TY user. Now, what is TY user? We have not. Oh, types, begin of TY user. Okay. Well, okay. No. TY user type C. Or we can give some space as well. Type C. Okay. Amount, quantity, all has been set, and we can F name 8 Nolan 8 mount 8 quantity. Okay, we can also add these, but we'll add these later. Check. Length specifier combination type I are ignored. Okay. Activate. Okay. Correct processing. VAUSNET and 2325. Okay. It's printing some of the results. Okay. Let's also add some more code in this, but before that, we'll go for SE93 MRKO display Now this is the program. Okay, double click. So anything, the code written for this transaction code, which is MRKO, which is Settle Consignment Pipeline Liabilities. Okay. This is the program that is being run at the back end, and these are tables that are being called, and include programs are also part of this. And we'll also see how different data objects, if you look at this, we have basically structures that are beginning with begin off. There's a structure which also includes some of the fields from main table. Okay. These are the main tables, and bseg is the table, and this is the field, and that is becoming a part of a structure. And this is how you will be building structures as well. And then we have the code that runs through this transaction code. Okay. So that's how you actually see how a program is written, basically. Okay, fine. I'll share the files today. Okay. Now constants can have values that cannot be changed, and the syntax is constant c date. Now c is basically just a symbol to signify c as constant. Date type D is date, which is a data type in SAP value, and you give a constant value over here. Okay. Now let's write another uh, program, shall we? And let me just copy this. Okay. SC38 data objects, data objects to September. I need to the class. Okay. Types py user type C. Okay. Now this is basically a custom made variable that we have actually called with a size 25, which will be of type character. Okay. Now over here, material number type C, type N, type C, quantity. Okay, quantity has no space, and we have string. We don't need numeric sizes for days. And let's bring the other part of the code. Okay. Constant C date type D, which is again data type. Okay, and that is 2201. Difference between types keywords used with begin off and without. Begin off means it will actually have more definitions. A structure will have more lines and more variables that will be assigned to it. It will have more data types. The structure will have more data types to explain what data it can actually store in it. Okay. Over here, begin off and end off. We can actually use ty user and then add fields from multiple tables, from 2 to 3 tables, and then create a structure of ty user. And we can begin off ty user. Okay. And over here, makt type makt, and sorry, mktx type mktx. That's how you define more data types. Okay. V underscore Matner type Matner, and so on. Okay. And that's how you will continue it until it is and then end of ty user. Sorry, I don't have to put this MATDX type MATDX. Okay, and end of ty user. There might be some discrepancy, but for the sake of understanding, okay, we'll see how we can actually do this. It's basically types begin of ty user, and then we actually create a structure. Okay, type ty user 25 type C. Okay, and C date cannot be modified. Okay, C date, it cannot be modified because this is constant. Okay, it is constant. So what we'll do, we can either deactivate this. Okay, C date is unknown. Okay, C date is unknown. Okay, instead of deactivating that, we'll deactivate this one. Okay. Okay, because we've only instructed it to write one variable, we can also add more to it. Let's go ahead. Now, global data types are called data elements. Okay, this is done in SE11. SE11. And over here, we can actually create a data type for ourselves. For example, data type, and let's say this is ZT74 F name. Okay, and we'll create a data element. Now, data element, it will have its own types, and this can be global. Okay. Okay. Built-in type. Character and length, we give a generous length to it, so that character string, it can be 40. Okay. Other characteristics. First name, and what else? Field level. Come on. Stuck. Let's go ahead. Let's just go ahead. So we'll just see how we can actually do this. And we have this program as well. And then we have some iterations for select statements, and we have to check that as well. And then we have more iterations of uh, select blocks, basically that will be seen at looking at. So, it has got stuff somewhere. And there's an important basically part that we're discussing right now. Data elements, because data elements are global, you can use it. You can define your own variables. And these can be used for reports. for user authorizations for storing. Okay. 05. That's name. 08. That's name. 12. Name. 20. Name. Save. Local object. Okay. You have to activate it also. Errors was not activated is incomplete name or parameter. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, parameter, it means a parameter. First name, parameters. Okay, we can new level, equal. Okay, save, pivot, continue. Using comparable data element. Okay, let's forget this. Pivot. Again, errors. Why is that? Short key, maximum length 4, length 5. Pivot. Short key of length 5, 1, 4. Short keyword in language length 5, maximum length 2. Or a short keyword. Okay. Activator. Okay, now let's go to SC38 and write this program. Okay, so let me just copy it. Data elements. Save. Google object. Okay. Now our data element was, can anyone remember? Let me pull it out. GT74 underscore FNAME. Okay. ZT74 FNAME. Okay. ZT74 FNAME was net last name and last name. So we are actually using this as our data element for reference, as you can see. Okay, we already we'll deactivate that. Okay, fname GT74. Let me just copy this. Mname is already defined. Okay, now it's good. Okay, SE11, and we can actually save this. SE11, GT74, F name, where it is used, we'll use list, and we can select all and select all, and it will show us where it was actually used in which program, because we are writing a program and in a report that will actually give us the results. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, now we can I'll give you these notes. You can actually see that now we can actually write this program, which is more important, and that will give us an understanding. Okay. Okay, Z2074 elements. It is actually writing being referenced in program. Okay. SC38 selection blocks, create selection blocks, and September date. Okay. Data vMacText type, MacText parameters pmatner type C, which is a character, pmatner type matner, not type. This is type matner. Select single MacText from MAKT to vMacText where matner is equal to pmatno. Pmatno, this is a character field. So we will deactivate this one with control and left pointed bracket. And let's see how we can attributes. Pmatner. And this difference is, this is because a character, but this is basically pointing and referring to a proper field that is defined by SAP. That's why we have search term by this. It is a data element which has search term that we have already seen in SE11. Okay. We can over here and it's not printing because vMacText. I'm getting from pmatno. Okay, so we'll deactivate this one and reactivate this one. Activate this. Now it is produced because this is referencing the code. Select single record MacText from MAKT table into load it into vMacText. Okay, this is our variable. When matner is equal to pmatner, whatever we give in the pmatner, it will match matner in MAKT, and then from that very table, it will reference MAKTX into vMacText and will print it. Okay, sounds good. Okay, we've done this. Okay, let's already seen this. Parameters pmatner type matner, initialization pmatner. Okay, what we'll do, just cut this, paste it over here, and we'll deselect it. Okay. Initialization means that load it initial with initial data. Which one? pmatner. Okay. And then start of selection. This is a selection block. Now, these are coding blocks in SAP that we'll see in advanced lectures. Select single matrix from MAKT into V matrix, where matrix is equal to P matrix and write matrix. Check. Okay. Period. Processing. 32. It has initialized. Okay. F1. Technical information. And over here we have the screen number. Double click 1000, and it actually is pointing to matter. Okay, field matter, which is part of the table name matter. Data element is matter, and this is our parameter matter. Okay, I hope you get the point now. Okay, now next part is oh. Okay, parameters p matter. Okay, p matter type matter. Select mac text, and this is basically data dictionary. We'll see data dictionary in a while. Okay, and we will deactivate this. Okay, and select. Parameters p matter type matter. Select mac text from MAKT into V matrix by matter is equal to p matter, and write v underscore mac text. Okay, check. Okay, and we'll also see MAKT as well. For no initialization. Okay. Now select MAKTX from MAKT into V matrix by matter is equal to P matter. Matrix, this is the same thing. Basically, select single record or eliminate single to include all records. Okay, whenever we write single matrix from MAKT, it is actually bringing only one record. Now, how can it be multiple if we actually execute this? Okay, and whenever we write a single, we don't need to actually end it with n select. That is one of the rules. Okay, why? Because single will just bring on single record. It will not actually load and uh, overload your system. Okay, that's why whenever we write a single, we don't need to actually end select because it's just one instruction. Okay. Okay. Next, select single. Okay. Next is select single MACTEX. Okay. Select single MACTEX from MAKT into VMACTEX where MATNA is equal to PMATNA. What I'll do, I'll just select single MACTEX from MAKT into VMACTEX where MATNA. Okay. Click, activate. Processing. Okay, Alto 88. Now, why is it bringing only one record? Because once, for example, we are already giving it single in the keyword, in the instruction. But if you remove this, Okay, even then it's producing only one because it's not maintained in multiple languages in multiple plants. Okay, that's the reason multiple versions. Okay, if it is was maintained in multiple verdicts, of course it can then, and spras is equal to p spras. We'll check this later. Okay, now select matrix from ambiguity into V matrix where matna is equal to P matna and spras is equal to P spras. Okay, but we have to define. I know this might be a little bit confusing, so what I will do, I'll just copy this and dump it somewhere else. Okay. Oh, parameters P matna is equal to type matner and P spras type spras and select matrix from ambiguity into V matrix. Okay, I'll deselect this as well. X. Okay, right V underscore matrix. Okay, check, activate. Now we have spras as well, which is language. DE. Now, if it is maintained in multiple languages, LAP9FG execute, it doesn't have anything because it's in Deutsch. Now it is in English, execute. Now it has the details for this material. Okay. Okay. Let me pull out. Right material number, select MAKTX from MAKT to VMATX, where matna is equal to P matna and spras equal to P spras, P matna, VMATX. P matna, VMATX, and let's deactivate this and dump it here. Okay. Material number and material description. English. Okay, material number, material description. Alignment is not actually in place. We can also do that. How we can do that? Let's do it. Okay, right at position 5, position 25. I'm getting 2 and right at 5 and right at 25. And select, activate. Okay, now it is actually producing the description and the number. Okay. Okay, next, last slide. Parameters P matna, matna obligatory, P spras types spras. Okay, and select up to 5 rows. Select up to 5 rows. I'm getting to V matrix where matrix equal to matter and P sparse right at P25 and copy. Okay, up to 5 rows. Okay, check. Up is valid here due to grammar. What was the grammar here? Select 5 rows. Okay, we're done with the presentation. We'll just debug this and see where it is actually going wrong. Okay, whenever there is an error and you press F1 on that anything that is marked red, it can actually show you the solution up to 3 rows. Okay, up to 3 rows, up to 5 rows, up to 2 rows. Two. Okay, let's see up to 2 rows. End of statement. Let's see. Let's make a TX up to 2 rows. No, it's still actually giving an error over here because this code is basically from ECC, not S4HANA. That's why it might have actually changed up to n rows. Up to n rows. Select list. Okay, we'll check. Let's see. MAKTX and MAKT and